An everlasting double game week, the first of many heading into what is the most significant third of the season, the latter of it all. Guys, welcome to the FPL Addicts edition of Game Week, of double Game Week 26, double the trouble, double dilemmas. A bumper evening, a short turnaround, 24 hours after having seen all the drama unfold at Anfield, which could raise a discussion point or two on tonight's pod. And we're only just now 23 hours away as the clock ticks, heading into the double game week 26 deadline. Seen so many game weeks squish in this early into the season as a result of the longer break from March till April, it being roughly 3 weeks. Everyone, welcome to you all. Great to see the comments going. Miriam, thank you for joining. I know you're working. So am I, and so are many around the planet. So thank you for your company. Colm, good evening to you. But hey, Fulham, was it disappointing on Saturday seeing Everton win yet again away from home? A come from behind. Kieran Dewsbury Hall was fourth double-digit haul for the season. The scores varied in terms of captain's call. Those who have been loyal on a certain Norwegian probably outwitted those who decided to go different. And you might see that I'm the only one here, but we are expecting a couple of more candidates to join based on my sources, which shouldn't really be too long from here on in. Just give me 2 moments. Just trying to get people involved. Apologies on that. A half-time team talk from Silver was just to let Everton do what they want. Before we get the guests in and probably the panel members, we may as well briefly go through the weekend's results. Apologies for the hiatus on that front as we're trying to bring people in together. But to you guys, what was your highlight of the weekend? Was it the last-minute pinch at Anfield? Was it something else? But hey, that could be an answer worth discussing for as I introduce 2 members. One who's a bit of discomfort, bit of disco about him, but before him, we'll bring in the usual Marcello with his spreadsheets. Happy Monday to you. How's things?
Oh no, I'm muted.
That's all right. I'm all for an 8-day silent camp.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Well, good. Are we both late?
I had a 60-second hiatus as we went on air, but that's okay. But Kieran, welcome back to the FPL Addicts podcast. Good evening to you.
Good evening. I'm not muted. The first thing I checked was, am I muted? And I am not. And it's interesting, Chad, she sent me the link and I could see it, but when I click on the messages, it doesn't show. So make that make sense. But no, apologies for being a few minutes late. Really happy to join you both today.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, it's great to have your company. I mean, hey, what a weekend that was. How do you sum all of that, Kieran?
It was an okay weekend till Haaland did what Haaland does, right? But no, it was an interesting weekend. It was one of narratives, be that from commentators and pundits, be it from football fans. One that got us all talking about football again, I guess, with all kinds of different things happening. Few surprising results, and I'll have to say that because on the show that I do with Shane, we both do predictions each week, and I think I'm batting at about 40% on getting predictions right once again. So another week of that. But yeah, good week of football and a quick turnaround, which I think we all like.
Do we like? I mean, Marcello, how do you probably don't mind a quick turnaround, considering how your weekend transpired for what it did?
Yes, no, that was a terrible week. My worst week of the season. We'll get into that in a minute, but yeah, bring on the next one. It's definitely hoping to have a good week into this FA Cup long weekend now. Because yeah, it has been quite painful.
Oh, geez, yeah. I don't really know what to make of it. But hey, here's
Rev. 81 points.
81. I mean, where do you want to start? Do we start with the worst score of the week, which is you? I know you're top and having such a sensational season. Or do we go straight to 81?
I mean, let's just go to 81 because, yeah.
All right. How did he go? Wow.
Haaland captain, Rogers, Bruno, and Buemo, João Pedro. Oh, got his bench spot on. Alberto Mukiele. Timber Gabriel is at double Everton boys for him. Interesting. And he brought in João Pedro for Watkins, who only got 2 this week. He's got a strong team there. Very good setup.
Smashing. That's what it is. Kieran, any thoughts on this? I mean, what he has done, he's separated the colours.
Oh, he's done that on purpose, hasn't he? That's nice.
Although technically, should Rogers be in the middle, switch with Caicedo for a bit of like red and blue mix to form that kind of maroon-esque colour?
Yeah.
Disappointing there is what I'd say. You know, he went to a lot of effort and didn't get that part right, in my opinion. But the rest of it, yeah, look, solid team. There's not really much to say, right? The double United paid off for him with the right United boys. Caicedo, look, Caicedo's an interesting one. I know you're a fan of him, Marcello, but the amount of criticism Elliot Anderson gets for, you know, him getting bonus points despite not getting an attack in return. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Caicedo get like 2 bonus in this game?
Yeah, he's an absolute beast.
Why? Why did he get bonus?
That's just the way it is, you know. When you play good and kick the ball out of the pitch and clear it and tackle and make recoveries as a midfielder, you seem to get a lot of points. But no, that is quite surprising, actually. Was it actually 2 bonus this one?
I'm having a look now, actually.
Yeah.
One bonus point. But yeah, 21 defensive contributions, which is...
How many? 21! Oh. That's insane, yeah. Against Wolves as well. You wouldn't expect Wolves to give away a lot of defcons.
Is that a good sign for the Arsenal boys?
Well, not a good sign because Wolves scored, but yeah, I guess it is. Have Wolves really turned the corner now? I mean, obviously they're still losing, but are they actually half decent? Can you actually play defenders against them now? Probably.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Like, it was even the attackers. I think a few weeks ago they were one of the best defenses in the league over like a 6-8 game week phase where they seem to have shored that up. But now they're conceding 3 goals again.
It's so important, like how things change in FPL, and like, you know, it's important to think like, you know, could be the fixtures, but they're playing against Chelsea, Man City, Newcastle, and you know, kind of holding some weight there. So Chelsea 3-1 loss, Bournemouth 2-0, Man City 2-0, so that's kind of as expected. They held Newcastle. Newcastle are doing terribly now. All their fans are just on a meltdown, it seems like, but they are in a tricky fixture run as well, those Newcastle fans. But yeah,
Marcello,
Mane in a double game week coming up. Are you tempted at all?
The last time I saw people go for a budget strike on a double would have to have been Emmanuel Dennis at Watford.
And how did he do? I don't think I was playing back then. He did well.
No, he got sent off, got negative 2.
Oh. Yeah. No, it's not for me. And then he blanks in 31, so you're wasting 2 transfers to get him in and out when it's like he's not going to do anything. And even if he scores, he's not going to win the game and get bonus, is he? Forest away and Arsenal at home. Oh, that's horrible. I don't get it.
Do you know what? I kind of prefer Tolu.
For Defcons?
No, Tolu Arokadare.
The forward as well.
Them. He managed to jam his way to 2 bonus points last week with 1 goal against Chelsea somehow.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's good, but I wouldn't know either.
7 points the last time he played Arsenal as well. 1 goal scored. He knows how to score against the good teams. He knows how to score against Arsenal. Gabriel triple captain us. Beware. Tolu Arokadare is about.
And he only played 9 minutes against Forest, so 1 point in 9 minutes. If he plays 90, if my math does things right there, I make that 10 points, right? That's how it works, right? Like, just multiply it.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, yeah. Right. Marcello, here's your side. Where did it go wrong? Having ended on 46 and a game week rank as that.
Just everywhere, really. Well, Rice, 5 points from Rice isn't bad. Gabriel Timber, not bad. Pickford got his save point, conceded a few goals. It's not the end of the world. Chalobah, Defcon, not the end of the world. 46 has been a good score in some game weeks this season. It's just the problem with that all my frets did really well. So if you saw my tweet, you'd have seen Bruno, obviously 180 EO. I think that was a big mistake to leaving myself exposed to him. And it nearly went right. Like if he didn't shin it into the goal towards the end of the game, could have gone really well for me. Like probably too risky, but I just didn't have the free transfers to deal with it. I thought I could take him on. And that hasn't worked. And then you've got Semenyo. Semenyo had so many chances in that game. Like he missed a couple. He was taking shots, so not bad. Ekatike had some amazing chances that he could have scored. Enzo, well, look at Enzo. Palmer came in and got a hat trick. Like I think buying Enzo after I knew that Palmer was starting to come in was probably a mistake. So I got him quite late. I should have got him a bit earlier, like at least for the Brentford game, but I got him after Palmer came back. So that might have been a bit silly of me. Wilson is fair enough. Like, don't expect much from him in that fixture. And then Captain Bowen. I've never once thought of captaining Haaland, to be honest. I was always going to captain Gabriel instead, and it was only 4 points more. So, yeah, just Bruno, Palmer, Rogers, and João Pedro, and Thiago, all my threats scored, and everyone has all of those threats. So, I've been avoiding them for a few weeks, and they haven't really delivered all like that. And this week it happened, so that's just the way it goes, really. So, yeah. Not sure I could have done much else. I did roll my transfers so that I can get Bruno in. Probably should have got Bruno in for a hit at some stage.
Cello, I was just sad that there were no selfies on X this weekend.
There were 2 selfies when Haaland got an assist and a goal. So you missed those. That came right at the end. But
yeah, sorry, I got caught up in the drama.
Yeah, no, it was tough. Yeah, and Bowen didn't do much. I think Somerville, he's stealing the show, and Mateus Fernandez is doing really well there as well. They're not really relying on Bowen as much. So even though he's kind of now on pens, it seems like he's not really the main, what's it called when you're the talisman, the talisman anymore, which is a bit annoying, but
that's it. Talisman. I've not heard that word in a while. Kieran, how did your team go from the weekend?
The pain. Do you want me to try and share my screen, see if that works?
Yes, please. Yeah, if that's all right. Yeah.
How are we looking if we hit that button?
Yes, got yours. Onto it now. Thank you. Right, and I could see it. Are you on dark mode for this? Because this looks a lot better than having seen.
Always on dark mode. Everything in my life is dark, so might as well have all my screens that way. Yeah, look, 60 points, not great. I look like a genius for 82 minutes by taking Haaland out and bringing in Kai Havertz, and then Haaland jammed an assist, jammed a goal, or a penalty, let's say. And do you know what the frustrating thing is? I really wanted to go Gyökeres for Haaland the whole way through it. Really.
Yeah, you were asking me, like, should I go Gyökeres to Haaland to Gyökeres? And I was like, mate, that's a bit crazy. I don't know if I'd do that. And then you brought in Havertz instead. I didn't mean to do it that way.
I still stick by the fact that I like Havertz for the double. I really like him for the double. I did prefer Gyökeres, and I know he started on the bench, but with the way that Arsenal play games, or let's say the way teams play against Arsenal, a player coming off the bench when Arsenal are a goal up isn't a bad thing, because they've managed to bypass all that low block. The team has to come out a little bit more, and the striker's going to get chances. And I was looking at Charlie.
Was Havertz on the bench?
Havertz started, and do you know what? In the 18th second, Havertz had Arsenal's second highest XG chance that he just missed. And then a little bit later, Raya rolled the ball out to him. He ran the length of the pitch, cut in, and pinged one couple of inches wide of the post. So, look, he was close. He was close to his haul. I still like him. I'm still fine with owning him. I do like him for the double. I think he's, of Arsenal's striker options, even though he's playing the Odegaard role, but sort of from an FPL perspective, striker options, I still like him a lot. It just is a little bit disappointing that, FPL Meerkat posted his positional trends today, and they were exactly what I thought it was, of the Arsenal striker should do well in this double game week, which I imagine probably is going to be Gyökeres. So
even the penalties as well. Like, did you see the penalties Wolves gave away this week? Like, that's borderline match fixing, isn't it? Like, what are they doing? Like, if they're match fixing against Arsenal, Gyökeres is going to score a hat trick of, again, I think, like Palmer.
To complement too, I think for anyone that owns a striker, they may need to wait half an hour to get their points through FPL, because that's what happened to João Pedro owners on Saturday. It didn't quite go through his second assist.
With the assist, like, it was obviously he got fouled.
Yeah, God, I know. Jeez, crikey. Any other words, Kieran?
No, look, I'm not excited about owning double Everton defence moving forward, but there's other things I want to prioritise. I think, look, my bench itself leaves a lot to be desired, but I'm still of the mindset that I'm not worried about my bench. I can sort of let it make do until I need to deal with it, because as long as I have one bench option, the rest of the players are all likely to start and likely to feature. And yeah, look, it was one of those game weeks where, I would have got 6 points more if I had Haaland in, so I haven't been completely destroyed by him. So I am fine with it moving forward. And it does enable a few other things moving forward as well for a couple of weeks. He will be back. This is not me saying Haaland's a bad option. It was more me going, I can go 2 or 3 weeks without him and then welcome him back for the juicy fixtures in game week 28, 29. I'm choosing to ignore the Newcastle fixture because I do agree with Marcello. Newcastle are pretty bad, extremely bad away from home after they've played another game of football. We've seen it when they played in Europe and then they lose the away game. We've seen it when they play in the Cup and they lose the away game. And it's another situation where they've got a short turnaround and they've got a tough fixture again this week. So, yeah, a little bit worried about not having Haaland when I think it's Karabag either side of the Man City game, which definitely will suit Man City. I'm just hoping maybe it'll be a Semenyo or a Marmouche or someone else who gets the points this time.
Nice. Fab. No, beautiful stuff. There's some really good questions. We will get to yours shortly. Thank you, Kieran, for presenting your side. I was one less of you, and if there was a TV show to describe it, it would be the in-betweeners, because we got 59. Pedro Captain looked genius until Sunday, 6:20 p.m. Rice got an assist. Saliba, great inclusion heading into the double. I thought it was actually not too bad going a week early on him. And then, of course, a bench player just finds a way to bring a return that would just never show up on the pitch. So, yeah, peeps, that's how we did it, being middle of the road for a good while. Before a quick check on the public league, it's actually come at a fitting time. We will get to Marcello spreadsheets. But before all of that, we've got a couple of questions, very quick fire from Arnold KH. Thank you for tuning in. Do you think Colourful Fury can start both games?
I think Kieran should take that.
Well, the one thing I'm going to preface all of this with is every time I've been asked about Arsenal players this season, I've been completely wrong. And by that, I'll give you a few examples. I sold Eberici Eze before he got a hat-trick against Spurs, literally that game week.
Tick.
I bought Madueke in, thinking he was a good option about 8 game weeks ago, and he completely didn't start any of those games.
Tick.
And I posted a few weeks ago, I think about 6 weeks ago, everyone's overlooking Trossard. He's getting a return every game before he went on a 5 or 6 game week blank.
Tick.
Yeah. So, with that said, no is going to be my answer. I don't think he plays the Wigan game. So, theoretically, do you know what? I'm going to say, yes, he can start both. But do I think he makes 60 minutes in both? I don't know. I think that would be more of my concern. I think Arsenal have options as to who can play there. Maybe Hincapié plays there, but I think Hincapié plays the midweek, not the midweek, the weekend game. I just don't think he's the option.
Would you buy him as a third Arsenal player in FPL?
He'd be my 4th defender pick.
Really? Defender, or is that with Raya or without Raya?
That's without Raya. It's got to be like Gabriel's number 1, right?
Yeah.
Timber's number 2. And then I bank on Saliba definitely starting both games and having a decent chance at DEFCON in one of them. Not decent, an outside chance of DEFCON. I think both the teams that Arsenal are playing are weaker on their own left-hand side, so it's more favourable for the right back than it is for the left back. Although saying that, Calafiori, when he plays, doesn't really play left back. He plays striker, centre midfield, centre attacking midfielder, right winger, left back, hybrid.
Interesting. And yeah, just looking at Saliba and his DEFCON, because I've never really seen him get DEFCON. It looks like he's hit it twice. Last game against Sunderland and the first game against Man U. He's never hit it apart from those
that's
two.
a big gap here for him.
Which is very interesting.
It is. One more question, and I'll say this. If Kieran was going to take the reins on the last one, Marcello, you're definitely doing this one in terms of ranking the Crystal Palace players in the next 2 game weeks.
Yeah, Strand Larsen's interesting, and he's at a really nice price point as well. Like, you don't want to be spending all your money on forwards this year, but if you're benching him, I don't know, we do have some nice fixtures coming up. I do think Sarr and Munoz and Lacroix are the top 3 Palace for me. Out of Lacroix and Munoz, I feel like I'd just go Lacroix. I just like the idea of how reliable he is, like with DEFCONs, and he still needs to get his Premier League goal this season, I think. Like, it's coming. That Lacroix goal is coming, and he'll go straight to the top of, like, defender points per game of the season. But yeah, Munoz, I think Munoz over Sarr, just because defenders are just unreal this season for me. So yeah, I'd go Munoz, then Sarr. Sarr is unreal. Is he on penalties as well? I feel like
it was a great call from you last week, calling that Saab would be great for a run, and he started.
He's unreal. He's like, he's just won AFCON for his country. Like, this is a really amazing footballer. Like, Eze's gone. We're sad. Gay's gone, but we've still got Sarr. Like, Munoz as well. They just announced Kamada's leaving at the end of the season. He's going with Glasner as well, which is a big loss for us at the end of the season. But I'm not surprised he's staying with him.
Am I right in saying that Sarr was like the furthest player forward most of the game as well on the heat map? He seemed like he was more central and more further forward than Larsen was for most of the game.
he's the only one who seems to be able to score for us nowadays as well. And Munoz is like a beast, but at the start of the season, he was kind of like not really as pumped up, whereas now I think we're kind of seeing that again. I don't know if Munoz is kind of like as up for it as he used to be. But Lacroix looks like he's like really stepping things up now. I really like Lacroix. I just really see a goal coming for him soon. But yeah, Munoz is unreal.
Lacroix is my team name as well this year, so I need to bring him back in. Good old physical.
I just want to go back to my Gameweek 6 team. It was like Bruno, Anderson, Lacroix, Keane, Krupi Jr., Semenyo, like Raya as well. I just wish I had my Gameweek 6 team again. I've kind of gone away from my goals.
Gameweek 6, weren't you ranked like 10 million or something? And now
yeah,
you're ranked in like
1 to 5 was terrible because I had triple Forest and double Villa. And we all know how they started the season. And then I didn't make any transfers until I made 5 in Game Week 6, and that's when my climb began. And that Game Week 16 was just so steady and solid, and yeah, here we are. But to be fair, my rank has gained a lot because I've gone for a lot of like riskier picks and attacking rather than more defensive picks in my wildcard 16, I think it was. And that has helped, but it just feels risky every week. Like, you could have a week like this week, but yeah, it's a funny game.
It is a funny game. I'll tell you what else is also hilarious. If we check a public league like we do every game week, there's someone who's actually at the top with a team named Fizzy Water. It meant Kieran Scully.
Woo!
A coincidence? I think not, but there's your public league update leading by 24 points. Now, Marcello, this is a time of year, some call it Ben Crellin season, but could we have a new name behind the subject that we're about to discuss on now? Is it cello type season? Double game weeks, spreadsheets, forward-thinking planning. Marcello, as always, the floor is yours. What is, I think, the best segment on the episode every week.
Oh, thank you. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, here's the Game Week 26 5-week fixtures.
Yes.
These don't actually have the doubles and blanks. I should probably add these in. Do you want to share it?
Okay. Yeah.
So at the top we have Man City, Bournemouth, and Palace. And two of those teams. Oh, that's the wrong one. Share this tab instead.
There we go. Hey.
So Man City, Bournemouth, and Palace. Yeah, and the annoying thing, and we've got Arsenal like in the top 6 as well. And the annoying thing is, 3 of those teams blank in Game Week 31. So, we all want to bring in Palace and Arsenal and Man City players, but you're going to have to take them out again before 31, which is quite annoying. So, although I want Sarr, although I want, Munoz and Lacroix and Strand Larsen, do you really want to waste 2 transfers between now and 31? Well, with these fixtures, Burnley, Wolves next at home, even Man U away, Spurs away, Leeds at home. Those are some nice, tasty fixtures for us. Like, nice win against Brighton, our rivals, clean sheet, new players, Guessand involved. You've got Strand Larsen, passionate and really getting involved as well. Things feel quite nice at Palace. We forgot what it was like to win, with a FA Cup and FA Cup holders over it. So it's been a tough 5 weeks for us, but no, we're all smiling again. But then, just remember you probably need to take them out in 31. City as well. A lot of people are thinking about selling Semenyo, but they're top of the ticker. Gahey, Semenyo, Haaland. Obviously, you've sold Haaland, Kieran, and now they're top of the ticker. Do you think these are good fixtures for them? Are you going to be panicking?
I went to DFS on the weekend, mate. Got a massive sofa, so I'm absolutely fine with it.
There There you go. And then you've got Bournemouth here as well, and they are a bit underrated. And I think Cole asked us in the chat about Bournemouth and Palace a couple of weeks ago. I think he was a bit ahead of the curve. He could see that these fixtures were coming. And, they have started to smash it. They've got some form and they've got the fixtures, and that's the perfect combination. Like in Bournemouth, you've got Hill, getting Defcon 90 minutes. He got an assist as well, 3.9 million defender. I'm tempted to sell Gahey to Hill to fund a transfer. You've got Ryan, who's come in, the Brazilian. I think he's 17 years old or something, moved from Brazil, and he bloody starts straight away. I didn't think he'd be straight into the team, and he's got an assist in his first game and a goal in his next one. His average points per game are so high. Obviously, it's only 2 games, but with a nice fixture run coming up, Ryan is a very exciting pick. And you've got Krupi as well, who starts and gets 60 minutes every game.
So, hello. Just quickly, with Ryan's goal, I feel bad interrupting because I know you're in your flow. Did you believe Ryan had way too much space near him in the build-up to his goal? Because I think Luca Dino was just bamboozled on what was going on.
What was he doing? He looked like Virgil, twerking for him again. And then it was so funny because he scored, and then every single Villa player just turned around and was like, "Bro, what are you doing?" That was how you just let him run through a whole team. So I just kept watching that go back just to see all the Villa defenders looking at Dino and "What are you doing, mate? That is atrocious." So yeah, I think that says it all. But you give this Brazilian wonder kid some space, and he's proven his place, so he's not going to get dropped, is he? Who else have we got here? Liverpool get good again. I mean, Sunderland and Forest are a bit harder than the FDR suggests for me. But I'm thinking about selling Ekatike. What do you guys think? Is he worth money?
I thought you sold him already.
Not yet, no. I'm keeping him for these two, West Ham and Wolves, and Tottenham, I guess. But is it dumb to sell him, or is he taking up too much value?
I'd rather sell Haaland. Well, I did. No, I like Ekatike. I think he should have scored, right? He definitely should have scored at least one yesterday. That header, missing that was unforgivable.
Yeah.
That completely changes that tie as well. Because throughout this season, did you know that game was the first game in 2026 that Man City scored a goal in the second half?
I think we mentioned that last pod. Yeah, no, it's crazy, isn't it? And they got 2, 3, and then the ref cancelled one.
I'm glad I'm on here though, because one thing I thought, I love this from you. The 5-week fixture difficult rating is one of my favorite things to see during this show, mate. But one thing I've never known is these numbers on the left-hand side, 12, 12, 13, 13. How are they calculated? What are they?
So that is just the FDR. So this is a 2, that's a 3, 3, 2, 2. So 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 3 is 8, plus 2 is 12.
2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3 quick maths.
So it's just the sum of the FDRs, yeah. So you want it as low as possible. And 12 is very low. These are very easy fixture runs. If you go to Gameweek 16, you've got a few 13s here. 19, you had a couple 12s. These are the best. 12 is the best score you will see all season. So it means that you've got 5 very tasty games.
Fair. No, well, I'm glad you answered it. It really is that simple, which is good to know.
Yeah. And these are the official FPL FDRs. So when I look at it, this 12 might not be the same as this 12 because maybe Burnley, Sunderland, and West Ham is easier than Fulham, Forest, and West Ham, for example. So you might think Bournemouth actually have a slightly easier run than City. So, take the numbers as a guide and then also look at actually, does that match up with an easy 12 or a hard 12? I could change the numbers myself, but I feel like it forms a nice guide, and then I can apply my own, like, there's an analytical view, and then there's like a qualitative and a quantitative view where you kind of look at it and judge it yourself.
Nice. No, I agree with you. And what I find particularly interesting is seeing Sunderland away for Fulham being a 3, but also for Liverpool being a 3. And I think we know Sunderland away is like a 4 or a 5 in reality, right?
Well, exactly, yeah. I mean, Sunderland away was a 2 at the start of the season, got boosted up to a 3, and I'm sure when the next update comes, I won't be surprised if it turns to a 4. Because they've lost 1.
None.
Yeah, exactly. I remember the stat. It was like 3 teams in Europe.
Yeah.
You got Barca, Real Madrid, and Sunderland haven't lost at home. So, yeah. And it's the same for all teams. Like, Wolves playing Sunderland at home is a 3, and Man City playing Sunderland at home is also a 3 for Man City. It doesn't take into account who's playing who.
Nice. No, I like it.
So, yeah.
Brilliant. As always, he's just a master. Always cooks on the tweets, especially if you guys have not seen this behind the scenes photo, please do, where he's got 6 screens, spreadsheet, and the pod.
I feel like Chaza's my biggest fan. Thank you, Chaza.
Look, it's all good. I just look forward to your selfies when some of your players blank. That Bowen one, nothing will be topped. That was just well funny. No, I like it when I go in the comments and chime with a comment when you're pissed off during the first half, and all I said was, time to make a cup of tea and enjoy the second half. And the remote off.
Yeah. I knew nothing was going to happen. It's bollocks.
Oh, yeah.
Some Gameweek. I feel like you messaged me this week on WhatsApp as well. Like, oh, we've got a great pod this week. I hope you're looking forward to it. And I was like, Chaza, this is not a good time. My team has got 13 points. Fuck off, respectfully.
Oh. Right.
You replied, ha ha ha, now, how's the team with DEFCON settled in? Has Bowen achieved DEFCON? You fucking freak.
I'm glad to hear this happens because Shane sent me a message on Saturday and we were going back and forth on a few things, right? And we often disagree on things. And he then messaged going, do you fancy podding on Sunday? And I responded going, mate, I've muted you. I don't fancy speaking to you today, let alone podding tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, there's comedy gold all round. Right. Before fixtures, Munoz in for Tarkowski. Yes or no, Marcello? Quick, 1-word answer.
If you've got a transfer and you don't have that many 31 blankers, then yes. Otherwise, Tarkowski's probably fine.
Throwing it to you, though, would you go Lacroix over Munoz, though, on that move? Is that your preferred one?
Just because it's Burnley this week and right backs are so good against Burnley, you'd probably go Munoz, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Right. I know we looked at these fixtures for the coming week on Marcello's spreadsheet for a good 8 minutes, but I promise I'll keep it short, hopefully half the time. This is what we've got in front of us. A double game week that will last 8 days. And if you've got a red arrow after Thursday, we're sucked in because you're going to be staring at that for another 6 days, more than likely. Okay, as per usual, pick one game to prepare with you that either you believe you're looking forward to the most from football per se, from a general consensus, or from an FPL perspective, one that particularly stands out.
Probably hoping Haaland thrashes Fulham just so we can laugh at Kieran.
All right.
He's going to blank now, isn't he?
Cracking shout. Kieran, you got one?
I'm looking forward to West Ham getting a 2-2 draw against Man United because no one sees it coming and it would just be absolutely glorious. I think.
Oh, yeah.
United's game where they looked least likely to win felt like that Fulham game. So I think when they go up against these weaker oppositions,
I agree.
I think this is a banana skin for them. I don't think it will be, but I'm looking forward to watching it and just hoping because I think United are going to do loads of media before beforehand of, you know, oh, we're going to help United stand get his haircut, etc., etc., and then that all goes out the window, and it'll be 2028 before that happens.
There's no way they can win 5 in a row, surely. Did you see Bruno was asked about it, and he was just like, no, don't really care. We just try and do it. I was like, you're so boring, mate. Come on.
Wow, amazing shouts. Cole, the comment having popped up, Chelsea leads for the red cards. Rip of that. Now, I'm going to go Sunderland, Liverpool, mainly because, as Marcello mentioned a lot earlier in the pod, Sunderland are the only unbeaten side at home, taking on Liverpool, in which Liverpool, they haven't had a great record against promoted sides this season from a head-to-head perspective, both home and away. So that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. But yes, for Kieran and I, it's all important Arsenal needing to hopefully get 6 points from a possible 6. As
so
always.
White is suspended for 1, so he misses this game. So who's going to play right back? And then is Mukiele right back or right or left back?
Or centre back.
What does he usually play? Is he right back?
He's right back when he's not playing centre back, yeah.
He's going to be good against Liverpool, isn't he?
Right.
I don't know if they bench him.
Any
Sunderland are
surprises?
just massive, man. They're just massive. That is going to be a good game.
That will be.
I do agree on the Leeds one as well. I think it was the above average boys that were saying it, that I think Leeds have won 17 games in a row that have kicked off after 7:30 p.m. in the midweek.
That's a crazy stat.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Right. Is this crazy? The transfer market in general? Any big surprise? Is that Harry Wilson, the most transferred out? Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It's because they tweeted, it was like, oh, he's blanked 4 out of 5 or something. FPL tweeted it, and everyone's like, oh, time to get rid of him. But actually, his fixtures are fine, and he's got a great Gameweek 31 fixture, and you've probably got a lot of value in him.
And
but he's playing Man City. He'll probably score against Man City, to be honest.
Thiago as well. They've got a good run after Arsenal.
Thiago out. Yeah, what the hell? No, his run turns amazing, and I want to buy him next week, actually. So, yeah, hopefully his price keeps dropping.
Yeah, that Brighton game onwards looks great. Even the Bournemouth one, which, let's be honest, that's not a red fixture for strikers.
Yeah, and then, you know, even if you wildcard 32, well, it depends if they double. Oh, my God, it keeps getting better. Oh, God. Yeah, Brighton is a nice entry point for everyone, as you saw with Palace players as well.
I feel personally targeted by Gokares being the most transferred in player. Yeah. And, you know, I was watching your guys' show live on my commute home last week. And when we were talking about that third Arsenal asset was saying Zubi do. And again, look at him getting he's number 3.
Zubi do.
Where are you?
Did you know he scored more goals for Arsenal than he did in 2 seasons and 90 games beforehand?
Has he scored more than Saka as well, probably?
My nan scored more than Saka.
Yeah. This is also why I know you're going to do so well this season now, because Saka's out. Comes at a good time for a double game week.
But he did dominate against these 2 teams, right?
Saka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dominate means I think he got a goal.
Yeah.
But that's domination at Saka's standards this season.
It is, yeah. James is injured. Oh, yeah. Foden, people have had enough. Is Harry Wilson really a sell if you had him? He's been such a good differential for me.
I think the reason why he is the points that you made, right? Sarr, Rayan, Arsenal. Like, there's so many other options that looking forward are better for the next few game weeks. I'm not saying Wilson's a bad pick, but
I'm going to bench him. So I guess
pretty solid midfielder, right? And it's like, who are you getting rid of to be able to accommodate one of these?
Yeah, true. Yeah, and João Pedro. Is he a buy now? I mean, their fixtures really drop off after Burnley, but he just looks unreal. Yeah, they go bottom of the fixture ticker after Burnley in 28. Arsenal away. If you've got any Chelsea, Arsenal away, Villa away, Newcastle home, Everton, and Man City at home. That run is. This is like what Newcastle are doing now, and all their fans are having a meltdown. So if you've got Enzo, Chalobah, João Pedro, Palmer, surely that is a sell in 28. And look who you can go to: Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle come back again. Brentford for Thiago, Villa to Rogers Watkins, Fulham even. Like, obviously, there's a couple blanks in 31, but I'm looking to sell all my Chelsea players in 28.
Who do you guys have? Do we know who Palace have in Europe coming up?
Yeah, it's some random. Oh, I don't even know. It's like.
Oh, it's that one. Because am I mistaken in thinking by game week 31, there's a decent probability, or let's say possibility, that Man City could be out of the Champions League because they'll probably be playing Real Madrid.
Monster.
And depending on who Palace play after winning that game, they could also be out of Europe. And that frees up that.
I don't think Palace will lose in Europe to this team.
No, not to that team. It's the fixture after, right? Because the fixture after is going to be like game week 29, game week 30, I think.
Let me check. But yeah, that is a good point. There is a possibility that if Palace and Man City are out of Europe, they will not blank in 31. But I just don't. Will that Real Madrid game happen before then?
Yeah.
So it's 12th of March for the round of 16-1 and the 19th of March for the round of 16-2.
And game week 31 is on the 20th of March.
Game week what?
31 is the 20th of March.
So either way, they're not going to move the fixture, are they? They're not going to move it like a day before.
No, but it'd be the midweek after, right? It's unlikely, but just a gut feeling that it's a possibility.
19th of March, Palace have a game in Europe. If they lose that game... Well, no, because they have to play that... So the midweek after, yeah. So you're saying the 31 game will move to the 25th of March and stay in 31? I don't know. I think they would have to lose their playoff game for it to not...
Yeah.
For the enough tickets and fans to book their trains. It'll be decided.
Where's that game due to play? Is it due to be played at your ground or theirs? Because
that's the round of 16. So if we win,
yeah,
it hasn't been decided yet. But at Palace, we're playing away first, but that's the month before.
Fair.
So if we lose the playoff against the Bosnia team, then yeah,
that's not going to happen. Yeah, no, fair enough.
It's not going to happen. I mean, we are bad, but not that bad. Over 2 legs, especially. Man City have got Real Madrid, yeah?
It's Real Madrid or Benfica.
Oh, yeah, the rematch of that crazy game goal that
Right, one question before we go straight to our teams, because there may be a bit to discuss. Right, you're talking about defenders, Chalobah replacements. In brief, who would you go to?
Kieran?
I need to look at your fixture chart here, but I think... See, I'd still be tempted by a Bournemouth defender like a Senesi.
Yeah, would you go Hill or Senesi? Is Hill...
I'd go Senesi because... Yeah, Hill feels like he should be secure.
Do you just feel like he might get dropped, whereas Senesi won't?
I think Hill's 85-90% chance of being fine. It's at 10-15% chance. Like I do just like the idea of having a Bournemouth defender at some point, but I do think a Palace option is still better. It's just the fact that Bournemouth don't have Europe and Palace do.
Sorry, he's saying after the bad fixtures. So let's go to 28. And then who's good then? Well, you've got Collins at the top there with Burnley, Wolves, Everton.
Collins wasn't in the squad though, was he? Do we know why?
No. Oh, I had Vandenberg. Collins got all those goals. Vandenberg was not getting in the squad at all. He just got dropped. And then I sold Vandenberg, and now Vandenberg's in the team, and Collins is just getting dropped randomly. I don't know what's going on with Brentford. Listening to their press conferences, you seem to get no information at all. What a weird team. Then you've got Konate. Liverpool fixtures get really good. Stitches, so he actually had an injury, says Coleman in the chat. Diassi, look how far Chalobah drops here. Like even Van de Ven, Chow for Newcastle looks quite nice for those 5. Mukiele is always a good shout. Burn, who would you go Newcastle defender?
Chow.
I'd go Shah. Now that he's back.
Is he back?
Scored, didn't he? If I'm not mistaken.
Gosh.
Because I can't unsee that post. Oh, he's not back. He didn't play. I can't unsee though that comment from Vortamade after Tiao got his brace.
What did he
say? Them, and Vortamade's lines were, "This guy can't head a foot. Like, we were going to practice heading for him. He wanted to learn how to header it, but it was raining too much. I guess you don't need practice now, buddy." Like, it just
was he taking the mic, or is he is actually just a lucky goal?
It didn't fill me with confidence. It felt like it wasn't repeatable, right? It felt like it surprised everyone.
Okay, interesting. That's good feedback.
And has he done anything since that? Like, didn't he miss an easy chance this weekend as well, like on the ground? I think he had like a volley or something that he just completely ballooned.
Yeah, I haven't been following them much, but
he scored against you boys though, so there's something in Gameweek 20.
That's the little bits of like things that are good to like help you make a decision. Like those little interviews that give you a glimpse into the teams. It's good to share those.
I'm looking at Chiao, and he was 0.19 XG against Brentford, 0.06 against Liverpool, 0.00 against Villa, 0.00 against Wolves, 0.00 against Leeds.
Yeah. Not sure about FPL points, but Lewis Hall is just such a baller. Every time I see him play, he's just dribbling it past everyone. He just looks
Where did he play this weekend? Because this weekend, it looked as if he was playing on the wing almost every time I was watching that game against Brentford.
I didn't watch this week, but
he wasn't, because Harvey Barnes was playing there, but it felt like he was super far forward, which is why probably Dango had a field day, right?
I guess so.
Shall we look into our sides and see what we're thinking? What's in front of us?
Yes.
After all of that calamity, as much as it's a needed discussion, without doubt. What are we saying? Kieran, make sure to have yours on standby, because I'll go to you after I do the opener. It being Marcello, who's gone 4-3-3.
Well, I think mine actually looks quite good, but I said that last week, so I'm not sure anymore. Not sure what's real. Triple Arsenal, triple captain Gabriel, Timber, Rice. You know, I'm quite happy. Maybe Timber might not get 4 minutes, but this is fine. Chalobah, Enzo against Leeds. Enzo is a bit of a worse asset now. Palmer's back on pens and scoring every goal. But he can always pop up and score, so I don't think I can get rid of him. Triple Man City against Fulham. Still feels strong. Semenyo. A lot of people are selling Semenyo or scared about his minutes. I'm not sure about that. Gahey, we all know how amazing Gahey was. Got his DEFCON. Hopefully they keep a clean sheet against Fulham. Bench both of them boys. And then you've got Ekatike and Bowen, who I don't really like anymore. I mean, Ekatike I want for West Ham and Wolves, but I don't think I can hold on to him anymore. So we're gonna need to do some transfers. I have got 2 transfers. Ideally, Weaver would be out to Bruno, and then I need 3.3 million to fund it. So if I do Bowen, which I'd like to do, I'd have to go for a not really a playable striker. So ideally, that would be the move, but I'm not going to bring someone in, especially when Game Week 31's coming soon, and I need someone to play. Maybe I should just do it, but I don't think it's worth 2 transfers. So Bowen will likely stay. The other option is to sell someone like Wilson or, Semenyo instead, and then I can afford it. Or I could do Ekatike out, and then I've got money for Krupi at least, who, has some easy fixtures like we saw. Ideally he'd be on my bench anyway, but I could start him against Burnley, Sunderland, West Ham, and against Man U at home in 31 when I really need him. Also thought about Muniz, who's back, mainly only for 31 when he plays Burnley, but he's just back from injury. Who knows if he'll get injured again? But I have thought about Muniz. It's a bit more expensive though. Other options are, I don't know, Gahey out.
No, not this week.
No. Semenyo out.
No.
Or just roll and then go without Bruno again against West Ham. And then I sell Rice next week. But Arsenal is still good next week. Tottenham away.
Whoa.
No, I'm not rolling. So, yeah, the thing is, until Game Week 31, I've only got a certain amount of transfers. And I need to get rid of 3 of these Man City players and Weaver. So that's 4 transfers I'm forced to make before 41. So Rice, Semenyo, Gahey, they need to come out at some point. And if I'm wasting transfers on Ekatike or Bowen, I feel like it's like not really doing what I need to do. Does that make sense?
What about Bowen to JSL and Enzo to Bruno?
Yeah, but then I'm not really. Then I've got no more. Then all my transfers are either Rice, Semenyo, Gahey, Weaver until Game Week 31. Otherwise, I'm taking a hit or playing 10 men. So that's why I like getting rid of Weaver, because he needs to be dealt with, and I need to get rid of some of these Arsenal, and then I want to get rid of Chelsea as well, after their bad fixture run. So it's just there's not enough transfers to do everything, so I need to think about who to sacrifice. Don't want to sell Wilson. Huh?
I told you last week to take a -12, mate, and you would have had Bruno, and you would have got more than 40 points.
Yeah, I probably would have. Yeah. So maybe taking a hit isn't so bad because things will need to change. But I don't like to take hits.
Also, I wouldn't worry about those Game Week 31 transfers yet, right? Because you've got 5 weeks before then. And you only need to get rid of 3 of them. So you're only using
I need to get rid of 4 with Weaver as well.
Yeah, true. And if you bring in JSL, you'd have to get rid of him as well, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, that's why I can't do that. I can't bring in any more Palace because then it's going to mess me up for 31. Obviously, it's just 131. Huh?
I know, but Burnley, Leeds, etc. Do you not back him to get enough points to justify using a transfer on him later?
Who's that? Strand Larson?
Yeah.
Munoz.
Any of them.
I just don't really like taking hits. I've never really taken hits, and if I can just plan it a bit better, then it could work out. But it could also not work out because you're not guaranteed to get points from these transfers either. Where it's like Weaver's definitely
work out.
Ekatike, you know, he's getting 4.6 points per game, but he is stinking it up with like 2s, 1s, 2s, 2s, you know, 5, 9s. He's not and he's 8.6 million. It's just damaging the rest of my team, and Bruno is just killing me.
Yeah.
There's a lot to think of, and if you want to see what he exactly does, make sure you follow FPL_Marcello. And yes, I'm waiting for his OnlyFans account to open up as well. That's why. Yeah, that's it. But hey, Kieran, it's your turn. Thank you, Marcello. Very informative.
So my team on first inspection looks like the same as last week. However, it's not. It's not, because this person here, we'll zoom in slightly on him. He might be wearing blue, but his name's now Cole Palmer instead of Enzo Fernandez. So, yeah, the joy of not owning Haaland is I don't need to worry about those moves in 31 like you do, Marcello. So I've taken a 2-week punt on bringing in Palmer for the Leeds-Burnley game. I'm happy with how the squad looks for this week. It looks decent for next week. And then I've got a couple of moves to bring in, like a Dango and a Thiago for Havertz and Palmer. No, not a Thiago. Sorry. I can bring Haaland back in for Havertz. I can bring Dango in for Palmer. There's still like 3.5 mil in the bank as well. So, yeah, it felt right to just bring Palmer in for 2 weeks, have a bit of fun with him, and then send him out packing again before the wild card.
I'd love to do Haaland to João Pedro.
Do it. And then you can see the button at the top is we have hit the button. We are going for it.
Wow.
This is also the thing, like, if you're not captaining these premiums like Haaland, like, it's such poor value for money.
And even on that, right, like, people didn't captain him last week, so him getting 6 points more than Kai wasn't the end of the world.
Exactly.
And that was my thinking. Like, I wasn't going to be captaining him this week, which is why I could justify the move. Next, like the week after, I probably would want to captain him. But if I've got Cole Palmer playing Burnley at home, which is the target, that seems like a sensible one. Could even have Bruno against Everton. Could even have Kai against... Okay, I won't have Kai against Spurs, but I could have Kai against Spurs. Or Ekatike against Forest. So there felt like enough options for me to kind of steer clear if I wasn't captaining Haaland. I think if I was planning to captain him in one of those 3 weeks, then I probably would have kept him. I just need to hope that Everton reward me finally, and a double clean sheet here would be glorious for the game week.
What a sensational team! Great ranks from you both as well. One just outside the top 20k, one inside the top 5k.
Well, this doubled in size this game week, unfortunately. One thing I find funny, and I'll click on it, right? Game week rank 6.25 million. Game week rank 418k. Game week rank 12.2 million. Game week rank 1.5. 8.8. 1.2. Like, I am just a yo-yo basically this season, which we're hoping off the back of that if we've had a bad game week, I'm going to call this to be like a top 500k game week, hopefully.
Is that possible? Well, Havertz, Palmer, Ekatike. Oh, you've got Ekatike and words. Oh.
Yeah, but playing the hardest away game of the season.
Who are your threats?
Haaland.
Yeah. Semenyo, Haaland. Semenyo's highly owned. Oh my god.
Semenyo's still a good hold until the Champions League comes around, in my opinion.
Yeah. João Pedro. Gahey, you don't have. Bruno, you've got. Raya. Thiago. Are you going to look for Thiago soon?
It depends if I bring Haaland back in or not. Like, there's a world where I go Thiago instead of Haaland, to be honest.
Rodgers is such a good pick. I think you should be excited for him.
Hopefully.
Hey, Van der Ven as well. That is such... He's annoyed me so much this season. He's a nice pick. Chaza, Enzo, you've sold. Oh, Palmer. You've got rid of Enzo. Nice. Embuemo. What about Embuemo? Do you like him?
I like him more than the other United midfielders that aren't Bruno Fernandes.
Okay.
What's your thoughts, actually? Because I seen some discussion on Ahmad, and I just don't get anything about Ahmad. Like, United have scored 10 goals in the last 4 games, and he's had no involvement in it. I just feel like all the other players have a better chance of returning for United. Even if he is cheap, I'm not seeing it.
No, you got to go Bruno, then Embuemo, then Cunha, and then you can start talking about Ahmad.
There's arguments to put Casemiro up there as well, right? Like,
Casemiro. I do like Casemiro as a budget option, like Defcon. He'll tick along. Like, you can bench him some weeks. He might score, but no, Embuemo. Casemiro might be over Cunha as well.
6.
Ahmad is not even that cheap. Yeah, 5.6 for Casemiro is great value, man. He is actually one of the top value in Man United. Have you seen these charts, Kieran, with the points
per mil? Yeah.
So Bruno's top. This is by points per game here. Bruno, Embuemo, Casemiro, Maguire, and then Cunha. Maguire's up there. Then Dallo, and then Ahmad. So, last season Ahmad was 5.2 points per game, but he was a defender, so he would have got more for his goals. He would have got clean sheets. So this is last season.
And also, United didn't have Sesko, Cunha, or Mbuma. They didn't have anyone who scored a goal.
Yeah, exactly. And then you've got value for this season's points per game, I think. Yeah, points per game. Maguire, Casemiro are the top 2 value picks because they're so cheap and they get a lot of good points per game. Dalu, Doru, De Ligt, Bruno. So yeah, you can make an argument that Casemiro is a good 5th defender. Keep him on the bench some weeks, and same as kind of Anderson. He'll get some defcons, he'll get some goals, but yeah. Combs mentioned Mainu as well. Now that he's getting a few games, has he been getting defcon? I'm not sure, actually.
He's had 4 assists, I think.
Really? He's got that many assists?
I can only see 2.
I can't understand how the old manager did not play him. Like, what is going on?
Ugarte must have had something on him, because there's no way anyone who's decent at football or a coach can look at Manuel Ugarte and say that is a good footballer. Like, you just can't.
I just don't get it. It's true. It's 100% true. Yeah,
What?
Good for Maine. Happy.
I like that. Did you see Banjo's comment on your OnlyFans should be called Only Charts?
I like it. Let's get it up and running.
Yeah. Right. So 3 different formations being shown. We've had a 4-3-3, a 3-5-2, and a 4-4-2. We're going to roll this week. Double City, triple Arsenal, triple Chelsea, some red in between, and that kind of does it. So there you go.
How many transfers have you got?
1, I think. And might just roll it.
Yeah. Glad that you're playing Mukiele. I just think Liverpool's so bad. Like, I don't know. Last year, Slot's energy was just like so good. Like, he's the king of the castle. And now Arne Slot is just like, it's just miserable. Like, I try and watch all his press conferences, and I used to love him last season. I've had to take him out of my Twitter header because I don't really support him anymore, to be honest. Like,
and do you have Gabriel now?
I think I do have Gabriel, yeah. Even though I didn't captain him last year, I should have captained him. But I just feel like the vibes at Liverpool are just they're worried about hitting Champions League.
I think part of that, and something that can't be understated, is like the psychological blow to all of them with the Diogo Jota loss. I think that is still hanging over the club. And I think while it's admirable that, the fans are 20th minute every game
Oh,
at
it's not
home doing
helping
the scores, it's a reminder for them every game of.
It's not good. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Not tonight, brother. So yeah, we're going to roll. Right, last thing before we give our final thoughts is the usual segment where we go into Captain's Corner. And we've got a few options. Maybe it might be worth some consideration outside of the double gaming player or the Norwegian. But we will start with the Norwegian. He's at home to Fulham, who scored 14 points in the reverse 5-4 fixture at Craven Cottage in December. Fulham have conceded 15 big chances in the last 4 game weeks, which is the joint most of any side in the league. In addition, the star talisman somewhat for City, he's managed to score 7 alongside had 3 assists in his 7 league appearances against the Whites. Cole Palmer at home to Leeds. He returned with a hat-trick last week. João Pedro, he's achieved 38 points since Liam Racine has taken over as Chelsea manager, with 3 goals and 4 assists to consist of such, that being the most of any Chelsea players so far. Bruno Fernandes, he's managed to record 42 points in the last 6 game weeks, which is equal, surprisingly, to West Ham's Crescencio Somerville. Gabriel, double trouble time away at Brentford and Wolves, the top scoring player in FPL since having returned from his injury in game week 19 with 53 points. This having come with 2 goals, 5 clean sheets, 4 DEFCON and 5 bonus points. In addition, the Brazilian has averaged 7.9 points per start away from home, which is the most of any player in the game. And if you really want to go, Gyökeres, 19 points in the last 2 game weeks, alongside being the most transferred in player with 260,000 new owners heading into tomorrow night's 6 o'clock deadline. What is very intriguing about this is 7 of his 8 goals scored this season have been scored against sides being placed in the bottom 5 of the league table. And guess who he's got in the second game? Wolves, who are foot of the bottom, giving Derby's unwanted record of just 11 points a good run for their money as things stand. Back to the studio we go with the cello wello and the discomfort, bringing all the comfort in the world.
Very nice, very nice. I think Kieran saying that his last game week was painful. You said you were not happy with your last game. I don't think it's actually because of last game. I think it's because you didn't go Gyökeres and you feel like he's going to bang this week. I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And I think I'm really scared of Gyökeres as well.
Dude, you cheat. Put it in comments during the stream.
Kieran in the chat.
I was just following on from Colm. Colm's disappointed that we're not getting a live move from you this week.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So I think if you're not going to show us a transfer move, I want to see your best dance move live on stream.
One last scene from Fenerbahce. Harry Wilson seems to be dropping in price tonight, according to live FPL website. Doesn't change my thinking.
5.2, 6.1 doesn't affect my selling value.
Cool.
Even if it did, I'm not moving him.
First.
Yeah.
Chaz, did you mention Timber as an option in that captaincy?
No.
Is he even going to start?
I think that's a good opportunity, and I think he's playing against 2 teams that are awful down their left-hand side.
You bloody better do something, because I'm sick of owning him over Raya, and he hasn't done nothing for me since I bought him.
If I owned him, there would be real temptation on triple captain in him. There would be.
Gabriel, I don't think it's worth going against Gabriel.
Tune in next week to find out if it is or isn't.
I would rather go Gyökeres over Timber. I feel like if you're good, I think Fran posted a nice tweet today where it was like, you go against the Arsenal defense, then you go against Gabriel, you go for like an attacker, Rice or I think Havertz. I just think Gyökeres is just he's hitting his form. Anyway.
You almost said Havertz there. Why did you stop yourself from saying Havertz?
Not Havertz. Definitely not Havertz. I'm sorry, bro. But also, I like how you've been going for runs. I went for my first few park runs, and you two are both really good runners and fitness guys. So thanks for the inspiration on that. How you did a 10K, Kieran? How's that?
It was 11.7 in the end, but no, it was good. I saw Baker do his 17K one. He lives near me, so we keep messaging.
That's
and on
so
Saturday
good.
night, I just looked on Strava and put 10K in, and there's a town near me called Hythe that I normally run halfway to and then run back.
Oh.
And I went for a walk with my parents and the dog a few weeks back along the canal there. And I thought, let's keep running along that as well. And I did. And again, the psychological competitive nature of me is I looked at Strava when I was about 8.5K in.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. And you had like 4 minute
30 kilometer for my 10th kilometer, where I clearly just went, you can do it in under an hour, and just went for it. And do you know what? It's glorious because you're running along the beachfront, you're passing people out with their families. It was a nice day. My thigh was burning the entire way through it. And I'm someone who, April last year, I couldn't run 50 meters without being out of breath. And didn't think I had a chance of running 10K, but thought, worst case scenario, you run and then you walk back. And enjoyed it. I think if you've got a good song in the background, just to go for it and clear air, what it does for me, and why I went for it, if I'm honest, is because I didn't go for Gokares. So whenever I'm annoyed about something FPL-wise, I'll go for a run. And by the end of it, I'm not thinking about it anymore. Then I join you guys on a show and you make me think about it all again. And it's too dark now to go for a run. So thanks a lot.
No, I think that's a good punishment. Like, what better way than to get fit and healthy? Like, watching with my fiance, she's always like, "Oh, all these football fans watch football and drink beers and stuff," but it should be motivating them to get really fit, like all the.
Yeah. Last question before we unfortunately have to wrap it up. I feel bad getting in the way because the chemistry between you two is sensational, but we are getting a little bit overs on the time.
Oh, yeah.
Last question here, Kieran. Did you get sore knees at all when you started road running?
I actually need knee surgery at the moment, and they've been absolutely fine. I think if you've got good trainers and you're just taking it at a steady pace, not trying to kill yourself, just enjoying it, I've been fine. I'd also highlight it's not quite road running where I am. It's like footpath running, which I don't know if that's more give or not. I know you're more of the triathlete, Chaza, so you'll know more about it. But and I'd say if you do get any pain, just
I've got a couple this year, so
nice.
That's who you need to ask for fitness advice, guys. I'm someone on their journey of just going for a run to clear your hair and realize that FPL is just a game, and you can get over it by just going out, and by the time you get back, you're exhausted and you need a long hot bath with Epsom salts. You just sit back, relax, and put on an FPL podcast to then remind yourself of how bad it is again.
I love that. Yeah.
What a pod tonight. Well done to you both.
Yeah, thank you guys.
No, this is fun. I always enjoy watching you guys, and it's it's nice making my second appearance on here. It's always I was saying it with Shane yesterday on ours. Like, people say that we're criminally underwatched. You guys are more criminally underwatched, right? You need way more followers and way more viewers. So anyone that's watching today, do everyone a favor, give it a like, comment afterwards, share it on Twitter and everyone else. And, there's not many other places you get to see two legends with a captain's corner and a spreadsheet joy. So do it, watch it, or don't, and let me keep getting all the information for free and having an advantage over you all.
We should clip that and put it on Twitter. Will you both be at Fantasy Football Fest?
Definitely.
Yeah.
See you there.
But to you guys for having watched, great to have your company. We'll see you for the next episode. Looking forward to just over a week's break, because tell you what, boy, I need it. Marcello, well done for showing up through this period as well. It's immensely appreciative. And as well to you, Kieran, for coming on second time around. I thought you were excellent.
Thanks for having me, mate.
All good. Right. Best of luck, guys. Unless your name is Jack, because you already know what you're doing by now. So see you later.